Good morning, 10%ers. This is Michael with Trading Escapes. You can find us at tradingescapes.com. It is Monday, December 10th, 2018. This is our fifth day of trading our plan. We've same thing. We're looking at the same idea, same execution, same management. There's basically the way we're looking at this is there's four components of this plan. There's how many trades we're going to take, the risk that's applied to it, the idea, the execution, and the management. I had a good recap. We had a good green week last week. Good recap. Maybe learned a couple things. I think the biggest things that we learned had to do with our entries. We had definitely one big mistake on an entry, and just fine tuning that, and pulling profit out of winners. So we probably took profit. We hit our targets on winners, but we could have profited a little bit more on those. So anyway, we've got about 8 minutes to the bell. I'm going to put us on pause, and we will be back. Again, we're trading the beta stock name AMD, our volatility range, setup, and strategy, and hopefully we'll take one trade today, 1,000 shares. Winner or loser doesn't make any difference. The idea is about the strategy. We're back testing. We've seen results of this being a winner over 50% of the time, but we only need it to be a winner 40% of the time. So that's 2 winning trades per week. So we'll see if we can pull that out this week. All right, a couple seconds to the bell here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's the bell. All right, so we had a little pull down. Now it's running up. Remember, runner has to hit our trigger within 2 candles to be a runner. 77 is our trigger. Pre-market there, we had a bit of a run up and then a sell off. So big, huge first candle. Massive seller coming in there at 75. Took our order off because I saw a big seller come in at 75. Now we hit our trigger. Now we're just waiting to see if we can get a pullback. pulled back to the trigger point, but we haven't dipped below it yet. Pulling back down into the trigger. I don't know what happened to our stops there. Our stop is at 66, so we'll just a lot of volatility in this so far. So high today is 95 so far. So we flattened at the pullback to the 9. See what happens. Our entry. So we ran almost 20 cents, and then we pulled back down the trigger. The reason I did that was just to not let the trade. I could have held it. We never came back down. Um, you know, most likely when we look at it later today, we're going to probably realize that we should have held it. But I just didn't want the trade to turn red. We'd already ran about 20 cents from our trigger point. So what I did was I looked at adjusting the stop 5 cents off our trigger. We've been in the trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 minutes, which is, about as long as typically we hold it. I think I'm probably just making excuses for not holding it here. 2006 would have been our target. And now we've broken the high. We'll pause and just let this play out. And we're approaching our profit target. Remember, 2006 was our target. And there it is. So we would have been better staying in. I'm pretty disappointed. it's not that we didn't get a bigger winner. It's that I didn't risk what I needed to risk in order to achieve the goal. So yeah, it's a little disappointing. I mean, we didn't even I bailed out, and we never went below 79. Well, our entry was at 76. So if we bailed out right here, and I could have held until we hit profit. All right, well, we'll wrap it up. That's the one trade. You know, what we were looking at today. We'll just keep on doing it. We planned on doing 20 of these trades with this system, this plan, throughout the month of December to you know, just to prove a point. And the point's proven here. You know, I should have just traded the plan instead of, you know, trying to get tricky and going, okay, we've run up, and, you know, now I'm going to protect, you know, the upside and try not to go red. And basically what that meant was I didn't put the risk on to get the reward, and now it's messed up our probability. So this should have been a winning day. This is one of our winners for the week. You know, we need two winning days in this system for it to work, and in this plan. Excuse me. And we just took one off the table for no reason. There wasn't any reason to get out of this trade. You know, now what's going to happen tomorrow is I'm going to stay in a trade, and it's going to go red. And, you know, this is the psychological back and forth, and it's why we're doing this, to train ourselves to trust the math. Let it go red, let it go green. The math will work out. If you've got an idea that works, if your idea is correct, then the math will play itself out. Anyway, we'll take the green day, 26.54. We'll mark it up. We're putting it on the board, and we'll be back tomorrow to trade the plan again.